The RZA. He's one of the most influential people hip-hop has ever seen. He's also one of the reasons the Wu-Tang Clan is as infamous as it is today. He's contributed to the culture and business of hip-hop equally as a producer, MC, actor, director, and author. Robert RZA Diggs was born July 5th, 1969 in Brownsville, New York. His producer career starts way back at the age of 11 when he first started making beats with his cousin ODB on a beat machine with minimal features, which they would pass out to the neighborhood. They would commit petty street crimes and sell newspapers and such to earn cash to buy more gear. Eventually, they earned enough for RZA to buy his first turntable and echo box, in which he learned how to DJ. He would learn how to DJ from producers and DJs from around the Brooklyn area at that time, like DJ Scotty Rock, DJ Dr. Rock, and DJ Cypher Sounds. RZA would eventually move away from the beat machine to the Roland TR-606, which was a sampler that lets you have 2 seconds of a sample on each pad, which was common for hip-hop. A lot of hip-hop was one bar at that time. So he pretty much stayed in the Roland family from the 606 to the 707 until he picked up the EMU SP-1200, which was arguably the most popular beat machine, sampler of that time in hip-hop particularly, because it allowed you to have more than 2 seconds, but it wasn't that much more, so you were still confined to pretty much one bar loops and such. So RZA would produce the majority of his earlier work on the SP-1200, and he did so until he borrowed a keyboard sampler from the producer RNS, which is known for producing a lot of Wu-Tang stuff from Shaheem's first album to a lot of the other Wu-Tang Clan members. He borrowed the EPS, which was a keyboard sampler that allowed you to sample 13 seconds of a sample on one key. So that pretty much opened up RZA to 4 and 8 bar loop samples, which was pretty unheard of during that time in hip hop. Like I said, it was a lot of one bar samples in hip hop. So that was really something that differentiated RZA from the rest of hip hop. So when the EPS 16 Plus came out, which was the upgrade from the EPS keyboard sampler, RZA got one of those, and he produced early tracks such as Method Man and Cream, which were on the first Wu-Tang Clan album, which was Enter the 36 Chambers, which is arguably one of the most infamous albums in hip hop history. It's basically hip hop 101. Most of the tracks on that album were produced with the EPS 16 Plus. In fact, RZA was one of the first hip hop producers to be introduced to Pro Tools. So Enter the 36 Chambers was one of the first hip hop albums to be recorded with Pro Tools at the time. Since then, RZA's upgraded to even more gear, crazier stuff, crazier controllers, all kinds of samplers. One notably being the ASR 10, which he's used on several solo projects. There's videos and photos out there with him with his customized ASR 10 and everything. RZA's been an established artist in the hip-hop and in the music business period for over a decade now. He's produced the majority of the Wu-Tang Clan solo and group albums with hits such as Cream, Triumph, and Protect Your Neck. But a lot of people don't know that RZA's also produced for some of hip-hop's biggest names such as Talib Kweli, Busta Rhymes, Nas and Jay-Z, newcomer Earl Sweatshirt, and even the elusive MF Doom. RZA is a seriously prolific producer. He even produces his own solo albums under multiple monikers, the most notable being Bobby Digital, in which he actually wrote, directed, and then scored an entire movie for. RZA was also a part of one of hip-hop's founding horrorcore groups, the Gravediggers, in which he emceed and produced with 3 other members. On top of his music career, RZA's also scored several movies, such as Kill Bill, Afro Samurai, and even his own movie, The Man with the Iron Fist. There's no doubt in my mind that the Wu-Tang Clan is the most notable group in all of hip-hop history, and all of that is largely due to RZA's efforts. The RZA and Wu-Tang Clan continue to work on solo and group projects to this day. He's currently working on the next Wu-Tang Clan album, which they have announced will be the last. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get some more great music from RZA and Wu-Tang.